Joining us now is Miranda Devine, ace New York Post columnist, Fox News contributor, and host of the Podforce One podcast. Miranda, you have covered this story now for years. This looks like Obama. I guess there's breaking news here in the sense that Obama's role, or his White House role, but maybe his personal role. I mean, some people are calling it treasonous conspiracy. Some people are saying it was political sabotage. They kept a story alive that didn't really exist in some of the intelligence circles. How do you see this? To what extent is Obama culpable for this?
Well, I think this is the first time that the jigsaw puzzle with Obama's face on it has been plonked into the Russia collusion puzzle. You know, we've had lots of bits and pieces. We have a general view of how it was first launched and who was behind it. But Barack Obama's always been shielded by his national security people who really did the dirty work, people like John Brennan and Jim Comey and James Clapper. But this is the first time, I think, with what Tulsi Gabbard has put out, that we see Obama's fingerprints on the origins of the Russia collusion hoax, this effort to sabotage Donald Trump. And, you know, as Tulsi Gabbard said, because Obama and his people were unhappy that Donald Trump had won the election. And so they set out, if they couldn't stop him from winning, they decided that they would continue on and basically manufacture intelligence, is the way she puts it, to create this intelligence assessment that, and then leak it to the media. That's a very important part of it, the media's role in this. They're front and centre, Washington Post, New York Times. They get leaked to this information. They create the narrative that's handed to them about Donald Trump being a stooge of Vladimir Putin's, and pulling the strings, giving the orders was Barack Obama, and we see that clearly now. Whistleblowers
are coming forth, and whistleblowers are saying that there never was a story here and that the Obama White House knew that, and probably Comey and Brennan and Clapper and them all knew it too. But what's the role of whistleblowers, and do you know any of these people?
Yeah, I mean, Tulsi Gabbard said they've got lots of them and they're coming out of the woodwork. And I found it curious the other day after John Ratcliffe released that CIA review of that assessment, saying that John Brennan had forced the Steele dossier into the review against the strong advice of the Russia experts in the CIA. And John Brennan cherry-picked the material and handpicked the analysts, etc. And so there was a referral from John Ratcliffe at the CIA to the FBI, criminal referral, to further investigate both Jim Comey, the then FBI director, and John Brennan, the former CIA director. But nothing about James Clapper, who, you know, he had Tulsi Gabbard's role there as the Director of National Intelligence under Obama. And he was also part of this intelligence assessment. And yet he's not been fingered. So, I mean, I have no evidence of this. It's just looking at it with the journalist's eye. It seems curious that Clapper was not included unless he's cooperating.
But what about Obama's role here himself, his own role? I mean, his name probably going to come up in all these investigations, and it's going to be public, and the media they're not going to be able to avoid it this time. He's going to be one miserable guy.
Yeah, I mean, he seems pretty cocky, and he's been impervious to anything. I mean, he's Teflon Obama. But this is, you know, I think a risk to him. I'm not sure, you know, I mean, we saw with Donald Trump that presidential immunity is pretty strong. But at the very least, his halo will be tarnished, and people will really see how destructive he was to this country.
And just quickly, did John Ratcliffe's passing, he put all this information into the FBI, did he, in some sense, force Tulsi Gabbard to do what she's done and say what she said? Was Ratcliffe the guy that really sort of launched this?
I don't think so. I think Tulsi Gabbard's been working on this for months, and I think probably she and John Ratcliffe are working hand in glove. After all, she's head of the sort of oversight organisation for all the 18 intelligence agencies, including the CIA. So she'd be fully aware of what he's doing. I'm sure they're coordinating.
Well, that's good. If they are coordinating, that is very good. Miranda Devine, thank you. We appreciate